Cinema 5D at Photokina 2018 is brought to you by B&H, the professional source for all your video needs. Manfrotto, imagine more. Core SWX, providing the power to create. And CVP, your one-stop shop for cine, video, photo, and more.
Hi, I'm Johnny from Cinema 5D, and I'm here with Tamara from Panasonic. Tamara, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
We are here actually to talk, we already covered the full-frame camera, but we don't want to neglect the GH5 and the GH5S, which actually just about to get an important firmware update. What it's all about?
Well, mostly we've tried to improve further the continuous autofocus, because we have been following very closely to the internet talks, to the complaints, and although we think our DFD-AF system is really good, we acknowledge that the community that use widely the AFC still had trouble. So we covered that with two measures. The first measure is that we've just released a new AF guide that you can download from our website, which explains into depth all the use cases and how you can tune the AF. And the second thing is that we are going to release a new firmware update for GH5 and GH5S in late October, which is addressing AFC jumping. It has been reported that the AF would be jumping from foreground to background, so we've picked up that problem and we've tuned the standard settings and we worked on the algorithm. So this is going to be improved.
The last time that you introduced a firmware update that was actually dealing with autofocus was in May. So this is quite right after. And that's not normally the usual cycles of updating firmware. Mm-hmm. Why so fast?
The reason is that if we develop something and if something is ready, we want to give it to the existing customers as well. So we could have kept it in the cupboard and just waited for the new release of the new products. But then we thought, we have existing cameras and we want to keep them in our line. We want to make our cameras compatible. We want to have a worthwhile customer experience. So why not release a firmware update once the thing is ready that we want and give it to the existing customer?
Okay, so this is also kind of acknowledgement from, as users, we can be confident that you will continue to enhance the GH5 and the GH5S, although the full-frame camera is just around the corner.
Yes, exactly, certainly, that's it.
You also introduced or announced a new lens, the 10-25 1.7. Why? Why a new lens? Of course it's very nice, but what need did you identify in order to, and you felt like you have to address?
We wanted to have a prime universal shooter, which is addressing photography and video customers with a great quality to go with the demand, at the more professional demand that is going on in our system. We've seen in the past years that a GH5 line has been picked up more and more to be a B-roll camera, and then it's going up to the market. It's now being widely acknowledged and used on a professional level. And so we wanted a professional universal lens, and this 10-25 covers so many standard focal lenses on a wide aperture. It's the widest, the fastest lens, the widest aperture in this kind of focal range that there is for MFT. And basically, we want to give the best quality. It's a very silent lens. It's perfect for video, especially in the wide angle, the 10mm. And we're trying to replace the need for several primes, because there are situations where you do not want to or you cannot change, but you want the prime quality. So basically, we're giving you a quintet of lenses in one zoom lens.
But first of all, very nice. But will you agree with me that actually every zoom lens with a constant aperture from a certain focal length to a certain focal length is actually exchanging prime lenses in terms of focal length, maybe not the quality, but you know what I mean? It's I think you kind of describe we are replacing five lenses here, but that will be kind of valid with any zoom lens.
Yes, but you said the exact point, quality. We want prime quality.
So you can actually guarantee a prime quality within the range of this lens. That's what you're saying?
That's what it's intended to be. It's intended to be a prime lens, being a zoom lens. The intention, we are at the development stage, but the lens is being developed as to be a no-compromise lens. Yes. It has been developed, again, with our partners at Leica. We have a very strong strategical background, as you know and as you've heard at the press conference. It reaches back a long time, and I think the lenses that we have, look at the Noctichrome, look at the A218, show the way. And the 10-25 is riding exactly on that line. It's intended to be a prime shooter.
Can you please maybe share with us, when you are developing a lens together with Leica, what is the Leica part and what is the Panasonic part? Because obviously it's a joint venture, but as much as you can elaborate.
Well, actually, and this will be disappointing, I cannot tell you details about that. It is a joint development, but the details we cannot disclose. Sorry.
Okay, Tamar, thank you very much for the explanation. By the way, before we say goodbye, pricing and availability, any idea about when the lens will be available?
Unfortunately not. So the availability is not in direct sight, so it will not be early 2019, so it will not be coming together with the new full frame announcement. And as we are at this stage of development, certainly we don't have pricing, and I cannot help you out. But stay tuned, because I think next Photokina we will have many more details and it will be worthwhile.
Just to remind the audience, next Photokina is actually in May.
Yes.
From a
Yes.
dual yearly show, it's becoming now a yearly show.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Tamar, thank you very much for the information. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.